Hello and welcome to Tabletop Oddity. My name is Jay, and this is a self-promotion video, I guess. I want you to go and check out my terrain channel if you haven't already, because I've made quite a few things that would be appropriate to Star Wars Legion, and I'd very much like for you to go and watch those videos. If that's not something you're interested in, fine, fair enough. I will not be talking about much anything other than that, so I do appreciate it if that's the end of this video for you. But yeah, on my terrain channel, which is called Terrain Oddity, there will be links to all of these stuff in the description, etc. You'll definitely be able to find it. I've been making some stuff that's not Legion based, and some stuff that is. Oh, my voice is went very high and then very low. And yeah, a couple of interesting things. I'll show you a couple of examples, just things that I've been making. Not every video will be Star Wars Legion related. Some of them will be though. And yeah, I'll show you a couple of things that I did. So one of my recent videos right now, I destroyed a toy Millennium Falcon and made some cool looking like crash ship terrain. Boom, if you want to check that out. It's not really a tutorial, it's more of just a watch me build that kind of thing, but I'm pretty happy with the way that turned out. On this video here, I made some like cheap, easy, difficult terrain. You can have it as heavy cover or light cover depending on what kind of rocks and stones you use, that kind of stuff. Very cheap, almost free that if you've got a base for it, so you can go check that out. Here I made it. This picture's it's so green and green on green, you can't really see what it is as well, but this is realistic tall grass, which I use like some faux fur, and you can see it looks pretty cool. I'm not overly so chuffed about the edges, but just because of the faux fur I used, like it was hard to get rid of them, but you can if you spend more time. But yeah, really like that you could use as light cover, tall grass. It's in the rule book. If you were interested in making that, it's really easy and simple to do. The only thing you have to do is source the material, but if you're in the UK, there's obviously a link or whatever in the description. And this one, I obviously made tall trees before. I'm aware of that. There will be a couple of things that I remake. But these tall trees, instead of using the tissue paper, I use clay, and I'm not going to lie, the clay ones are better. But I did a little sneaky thing, which you'll have to watch the video to try and improve the speed at which I make those, because quite frankly, getting the clay on those trees is a pain in the backside. So for sure, that's just a handful of. I've not made like a shed ton of videos. Like here we go. These are the videos I've made so far. It's not like I've made an absolute shed ton, but I'd very much appreciate it if you went and checked them out. So you could either go do that. Speaking just about the channel as a whole at the minute, things are going fine. The only problem is like when I have a situation like what's happened with the Clone Wars, where people in the US who went to Gen Con essentially already have the Clone Wars boxes, it becomes a little bit hard to make content in some ways, because I can't do the box openings. I can't do this and that. The dewbacks are probably not going to be out here for a little while, although technically I probably don't want it because it's going to have the wrong base size or what have you. But I'd have difficulty with content creation when I'm not part of the in crowd essentially, and I don't have any grudge or anything. They sell it at Gen Con, they don't do it. There was no other way for me to get it, so just to warn you that I have a bit of issue when that kind of stuff happens, like painting guides and stuff like that don't really make any sense. And talking about painting guides, I'm probably not doing them again. And it's the same, there's a couple of content things that I'm probably not going to touch on, because I think I was a little bit disparate. I was a bit of a random collection of things that I was doing. And quite frankly, I was also forcing myself to make some videos that I didn't really have enough content to make that video. And yeah, there was one guy who made a comment, and it was like, have you run out of things to talk about? To apologize to that person in particular. And I was like, yes, quite frankly, yes, I have. It's actually reasonably difficult to do 3 Star Wars Legion videos a week talking about Star Wars Legion without being all over the place. So what I'm actually doing right now, I've told myself I'm going to actually just make 1 video a week on the Saturday. But that's not actually true, because when there's news or something that just really sparks my interest, I'm going to come back. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be back and making that content. So you'll probably not even notice a difference, but it's just a warning that is, I'm possibly reducing my content, but not really at the same time. But that's just a bit of a thing that's going on. I'm very much looking forward to Clone Wars. I have essentially decided to only collect 1 or 2 factions. Collecting all 4 is probably impossible at this point. And other than that, the channel's going quite well. I'm healthy enough, apart from my voice is perhaps going. Yeah, that's it. go check out my terrain channel. It's literally all I wanted to do. I'm just promoting myself. But I think it's worth it, and I think you'll enjoy it if you're interested in terrain, because a lot of people find my channel via terrain. So yeah, please go do that. It will really help me. And anything else, Jay? No, I don't think so. Trying to think. Battle reports, I don't have anything lined up. Tournaments, don't really have anything lined up at the moment. So yeah, that's it. I will be back on Saturday talking about Star Wars Legion. Don't worry, Star Wars Legion's not going anywhere or anything like that. It's just I'm not going to force myself to put out like 3-4 videos a week. I'm going to try and pick subjects, maybe think about them a bit more, maybe improve like less videos but better quality. Hopefully, maybe we'll see. Check out my terrain channel, like and subscribe. Goodbye.